Hello everyone, once again welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to exploring a complete DevSecOps project using a Node.js Amazon application, and this is the application we are going to implement the best practice step by step. We are going to installing the Jenkins along with the tools we are using for the security purpose to scan the codes, and dependency scanning we are using the OWASP, and the file scanning we are using the Trivy, and building the images inside the machine and hosting it the same machine. And also we are scanning the image, Docker image, using the Trivy. Once the pipeline is get successfully done, we get a notification via the Gmail. And one more thing we are going to implementing in this project, we are creating the K8s and also installing the Argo CD. With the help of Argo CD, the Docker image going to deploy in the K8s cluster automatically. And one more, we are going to monitoring the Jenkins application as well as the node and as well as the K8s. And we are accessing this application via the Route 53. These all the things we are going to do in this project. Let's get started. And before going to this project, take a deep breath. We are diving into the ocean, and this is the steps we have to take, prerequisites, and these are the security ports we have to enable in the AWS console. Come to your AWS account and go to this security group. I'm going to deleting the existing one. See, I have only the default security group. I'm going to creating the new group. Amazon Jenkins SG. You can give any name what you like, and description, load SSH and other ports for project. Here I am not going to create any VPCs. I am going with the default. Once you're done, click on the add rules in the inbound rules. Okay, don't test the outbound rules, only you have to do the actions in the inbound rules. Okay, type SSH and HTTPS. And one more thing I'm going to do, ICMP also I'm going to give, because for the testing purpose sometimes we have to ping it right now, that's why. And done. Then for the Jenkins we have to give 8080 the custom, okay, 8080, and SonarQube 9000 custom 9000. Just type it here name for the identification purpose. What is this ICMP? Okay. What was the next rule? Prometheus. And here I will show, I am not going to take another EC2 instance for the Prometheus. I am going to install in the same instance. Sorry, 9090 node exporter. We need the node exporter, right? And 100. And Grafana also same, in the same EC2 instance I am going to installing the Grafana, right? Make sure you give on the exact ports what here, okay, and I'm going to give for the everyone. In the production level, you should not give this the CIDR block 00. You have to give for the certain rules. Okay, for the testing purpose, I am going to give the access to the all. Create security group. Once you finished, create security group. Yeah, the first step is created. Right. Yeah. So we have to first set up the one EC2 instance. Come back here, launch instance, Amazon Jenkins VM. You have to select the Ubuntu. Why means all the configuration and installation commands are in the apt file, not the CentOS or Amazon. That's why I'm going to selecting the Ubuntu. Keep in mind. And here we are not going to use the T2 micro because we have the heavy load applications. That's why I'm going to selecting this T2 large. This is enough, T2 large, and we have to spend at least $2.5. Okay, in the Indian rupee we have almost spent 2000 rupees. Keep in mind, maybe around 150 rupees we have to spend. And the key pair I have existing one, you can create here also. And the network setting is as I'm going to default and select the existing security group what you create in the previously. Select this thing. For the configure storage, I'm going to give 30. Otherwise, yeah, 30 is enough. Yeah, once you're done, click on the launch instance. Take the public IP and move on to your console. SSH-I and your public key, private key, and Ubuntu. Right. Yeah, we are in the nproc. Yeah, we are in the inside of the EC2 machine. Okay, not in your local machine. Okay, what the next we have to do? We have to update the machine. First, take it down this. How much we are using? See, 1 minute. First, take a notepad and take this. These are the things to learn in this project. Don't blindly do the projects. Learn something. This is the available storage we have in this machine, right? What will happen after the installation and how much storage this one is using. You have to understand this thing. Copy. Paste it. Actually, this video is so long, maybe it may go up to 4 hours if you doing in yourself. In my case, this video may go up to 2.5 hours or 3 hours maybe, because I'm going to pause the video in the middle, and I'm not going to editing this video. This is the raw content video, and this is done. And these are the required applications we have to install. Don't blindly copy paste all the commands. What I given in the GitHub repo, you have to go through all the commands. Why you have to give the bash completion and JQ, NetTools, Build Essentials. These are should you have to keep in mind, and why we are using these things applications. Okay. Why I given the bash completion? Because for the auto completing your commands, we have to restart this bash completion. Okay. Once it done, and we are going to install it for the security, for the not security purpose, for the safety purpose is installed, but for the safety purpose we are going to install. 1 second. So we need to install Jenkins, right? For the Jenkins, it needs the Java. Actually, Java 17 is discontinued from the Jenkins right now, and so for this project I'm going with the Java 17 only. You can go with the 21, not an issue, but in my case I'm going with the older version for the stability. In the future, don't use the 17, go with the 21 or newer latest version. Java version, yeah, the 17 Java version is installed, and we have to install the Jenkins. See, and one more thing, don't follow these commands. This is the genuine one I copied from the original websites. I'm also recommending don't use this like this what you got in the online. I always suggest go with the official documentation. I given the link here. You have to go with the official documentation, and here select the long-term support release. Don't use the weekly release. You have to install from the long-term release. The commands is same, but in the future it may be changed. That's why I'm saying go with the official documents. The key is added, and we are going to installing it the Jenkins. And enable it. First you enabling this Jenkins, first check the status. Okay, is active and running. For the safety purpose, just enable and restart it. Jenkins is up and running. Okay, so we need to access this application, right? Come back to your console and take the public IP and paste it. What was the Jenkins IP? Port 8080. Okay, make sure you in the security group you enabled it. Okay, we enabled it. We can able to access the application via the browser. Here they saying unlock Jenkins. Just copy this one, otherwise you can, the same command is here only, not a issue. Just copy it, sudo cat and paste the link, and this is the password for the Jenkins. Copy it. For the copy in the command, you like to use the command means control plus left shift, not right shift, left shift plus V if you use this shortcut key, you will get copy. Okay, see, I'm copy pasting. In this video, we are not going to learn the DevSecOps also. We are also learning the some related and common use cases commands also. And here all the plugins going to install default plugins. Let it be. And move on to the next step. We have to install the Docker. Once again, go with the official document. If you feel safe, here, just install. I'm adding the key. And one more thing, we have to clearing up always, right? And Control L. That's why I'm showing this clear. Just hit enter. C. When I type C, it's going to clear the screen. This is a shortcut. Write it down in your notepad. Yeah, key was added, and we are going to updating it. And install the Docker, CLI, containerd, everything. And if we now we install the Docker, right? Let's try to check. Up and running. Let's try to access it. We can't able to access. Why? Means my user don't have a permission to access the Docker. So here I gave on the command, I'm adding the user to the Docker group. Okay, and see what will happen. New group Docker, right? And now type the Docker ps. See, in the first command we have a permission denied. After adding the user to the Docker group and refreshing the Docker, this is the refresh. This command is going to refresh the Docker group, and now we can able to access the Docker. You have to learn. Okay, and this thing I'm not going to do this command right now, because if I done now, you can't able to understand it. That's why I'm keeping in the notepad. You can perform this one. I will do it in afterwards. You will understand why we have to add this Jenkins to the Docker. Okay, and check the status of the Docker. Up and running. Oh, it's restarted, that's why. Okay. Now we have to install the Trivy. See, I am using this command. Actually, I copied all the commands in the recently. That's why I am confidently executing all the commands. And try this. The Trivy is installed, and we are going to install the Prometheus for getting the matrix of the EC2 instance or Jenkins or K8s. So that's why we have to install the Prometheus. Actually, I'm I am doing this step by step for the installation. Afterwards we are not implementing any installation regarding these things. That's why I'm going to show you the step by step installation, everything. Here in the installation, go in here, you will not find any installation commands or anything. You will get only the packages, tar packages. And here we are going to use the two packages. One is the Prometheus and one more is where it is, Node exporter. This is only two packages we are going to installing it here. And we have to create the user without home. See, for the Prometheus we are creating the user without home. Okay, and here keep in mind, don't follow the as it is. See, I will show you. Come here first, what is the latest version, and filter it out here to the popular. It is Linux. Yeah, this is the LTS, and yeah, the pre-release this one. This is the LTS 5.0, and in my case what I have 5.0 only. See, this command now, if you need latest one, just right click it here. This is the pre-release one. I will show the I'm not going to install this one, just copy this one. In the future also we have to do the same thing. Just replace these links here. If you done this, it will going to install this version, release version, pre-release version. So right now I am not going to do that one. I am going with the this LTS version. The version is also same, 3.5. Now we have to now the file is extracted and we are in the inside of the file directory, right? Now we have to move to the user local bin. Just copy and paste it. This console and library is not is available in the Prometheus directory. That's why it's getting the error. No, don't worry about this thing. And we giving the ownership to the file, given right. And one more thing, we have to create this service. This thing you have to do in the manually way. Okay, just copy this thing and sudo nano and paste the link, directory link. Just hit enter, you will get a nano editor, and just copy this all the service related configuration. And once you're done, right, restart the daemon, check the Prometheus is working or not active and running. Now let's enable it. Why we are enabling? On the boot upload, it's going to start your Prometheus service. If you not enabled it, it's going to in disabled mode. The Prometheus service is not going to serve the data. Okay, that's why I'm going to enabling it. Come back and start it. Now check the Prometheus is up and running. Let's get test with the IP. Yeah, Jenkins is ready. First access the Prometheus. I will come afterwards Jenkins. What was the IP? (9090). Sorry, I am in the mode of the SonarQube. That's why. Sorry. Yeah, in the target view you can see we can able to see the metric details, and is Prometheus is excellently working. And come back to the Jenkins, create I think the password I'm going to give the default 123. In the production level, you don't have to give like this silly passwords. You have to give the strong alphabetic numeric passwords. And this is the URL. Just save and finish. Start using Jenkins. Yeah, my Jenkins is running and Prometheus also running. And move on to the next step. We have to install the node. Okay. So node also we are going to creating the user. Done. And here also same thing. In the future, don't follow the exact command. Follow the command where it is not Prometheus. It's not here. Yeah, when the command is download here, in the right side you can see the node exporter. See, click this one, it will move on to that page, node exporter. You can scroll it out, it will come. Here, just copy this, copy the link, copy link, and replace this one. Okay. When you done this thing, the new node exporter will going to install in your machine. If you done with as it is in the what I gave in the command is going to install the older version in the future. I am saying not today, in the future after the 4-5 years. So right now I am going to with the default one. Done. Or the next, we also create the node exporter services. Same thing what we done in the Prometheus, we have to do the same thing for the node exporter. Let's check the record is working or not. Yeah, record is working. Nano. Don't change anything. I set it everything completely good. If you change anything, go and paste in the ChatGPT, ask the ChatGPT or DeepSeek Gemini AI productivity tool. You figure it out and see. Restart the daemon and see whether it is working or what. Is not active and running. Enable and start. Now the node exporter is also working. Okay. What we have to do, we have to add this node exporter as well as the Jenkins to the Prometheus YAML file. Okay. Why means we have to fetch the matrix data, right? So Prometheus don't know what I have to fetch and serve. That's why we have to add it. See one more thing. In the target, when you select, it will come like this a dashboard normally. Select the status in the up here and select health, target health. You will find only one matrix. Now copy this and come here, sudo nano and paste the link. If you want to normally where it is means etc Prometheus and Prometheus. This is the link, path link, and move on to the last, totally last, and come back here, just copy it, paste it. See, I will show one more thing. What was the public IP? We are using the EC2 instance. Just copy this one and paste it. and Jenkins also same thing, paste it. Okay, this YAML file should be in the proper indentation. If you done any space mistake, this Prometheus will going to start. I will show you within a second. Wait, now check it whether is my YAML is good or what. Success, you will see success is valid Prometheus configuration file. Now I will show what I will going to do. Just I take a backspace. Now I will going to check. See, failed. In the first configuration we done correctly, that's why we got a success message. Now we done some little bit changes, that's why we got a failed. Let's correct it once again. So these are the small things we have to, where it is, where it went, yeah, you have to practice it regularly. Okay, now we got a success message. See, success, failed, success. And once you're done, you have to restart it. See, is getting now, right? Now why means we are not restarted the Prometheus, that's why. Now let's try to restart, not refresh. See, actually we done the configuration in the YAML file and here is reflected. So this is the Prometheus, and once you click on this, this one, the matrix, I am selecting Node exporter. What we are going to do, it is scrapping all the matrix data of your CPU, RAM, hard disk, all those things. Can you read this one? We can't able to read it. That's why Grafana came into the picture. Okay, just close this one. Just once again go with the official document and do the things. Done, and add the key. Why I am doing it one by one means you have to understand what is going on these steps. If I done copy paste, you guys never going to understand anything. That's why I am going to doing the step by step. Oh, sorry. Actually, the whole the thing is copied. Is going to installing and reloading it, everything. My bad. Yeah, the Grafana is also up and running. Sudo status Grafana. Yeah, Grafana also up and running. Let's try to access it. What is the IP? Grafana port is 3000. If you have a confusion, I will given in the below. You can see here 3000. Yeah, we successfully done. We can able to access the Grafana. And the password admin username is admin and the password is also admin. They are asking for the new password. I am going with the default admin also same. Yeah, we have the Grafana dashboard, but we have to need to add the data source, and Grafana should know where data we have to take it from and show the visualization to your screen, right? We have installed the Prometheus. See, we have installed. What was the Prometheus IP as well as the ports? This is the IP as well as the ports. See, and come back here. What they're saying, give me the IP and the port, I will take care of rest. Just paste it and create the backslash and move on to the last. You can see this save and test. See, it successfully queried the Prometheus API. Done. Come back to the Grafana dashboard. home, we done. Yeah, in the left side you can see the dashboard here. Click on this dashboard. You will see in the top, the right side, click on the new import. In the here, you don't know. I know what are the IDs we have to add it here. You guys don't know means here also I have a solution. Go with the here. See, node exporter is 1860 ID. Have direct, but I will go in the direct way. Grafana dashboard for the node exporter. Click on the first link. Go with the official website. Don't go with the any other third-party websites. Okay. In the right side, you will see the copy ID to clipboard. Just press it. Dashboard ID is clicked, and come back here. You guys know where you got this import dashboard, right? Here, left side dashboard, and new, click on import. In the ID, click on this ID 1860, click on the load. It automatically going to suggest the name node exporter full, and where I have to scrap the data, I mean fetch the data. I am saying just take the data from the Prometheus, import it. See, I can easily able to and see what are the things happening in my machine. If I select this thing, can you read it now, right? So that's why the Grafana will going to help to visualizing the things and seeing what's happening in my EC2 instance. And one more we are going to do for the Jenkins. We have to monitor the Jenkins, what are the jobs is going on. Now there is no jobs is going on, right? Okay, no problem. Just close this one, all those, yeah, done. The same way you have to go Grafana dashboard for the Jenkins. We got the link and click on the copy ID. Done. Come back to the console. Click on the dashboard here. We have only one imported node exporter, and click on the new import and paste it. ID 9964. This is also same, but in the future ID may get changed. That's why I'm saying just Google it if you got any confusion or error occurred in future. And data source is Prometheus, import it. Done. I can able to access and see the what are the things going on in the Jenkins. Why it's getting the na or no data means we are not performing anything. That's why we are not able to get any data. Why means, just I realized why means we are not install the plugins of the Prometheus. That's why we are not able to getting the metrics. Okay, this is the one of the thing we have to keep in mind. See, this Prometheus matrix we have to install in the Jenkins plugin. Okay, now we done all the things of the installation. Okay, we all the things step by step we done all the things. Let's move on to the plugin stage. Come back to the Jenkins where it is, yeah, and click on the here the setting icon. Go to the plugins here, click on the available plugins. Yeah, Eclipse, we have to install all these plugins. Okay, Eclipse, where it is, Eclipse installation, and Node.js email extension, Node.js, done. Yeah, sorry, I closed it. Cha. Oh, I will do. This is I am getting headache. Yeah, this is comfortable, right? You also have comfortable. I also got comfortable. Node.js, Eclipse, email extension template plugin. Okay, you select this one, email extension template. This is for the Gmail notification purpose. And OWASP pipeline view, pipeline stage view, this one, pipeline stage view. And SonarQube, sonar scanner. Okay, and Prometheus matrix, and Docker. What you seeing in the plugins, just select all the things. I am not sure about this thing, but anyway I am going to selecting it. In production, don't select if you are saying something, this plugin version may not safe to use. In the production, don't use this thing, just leave it. And once you're done, install, click on the install. In the below you will see the restart Jenkins, click this one. Once all the plugins is installed, is going to restart your Jenkins application. Okay, done. Move on to the next topic. Copy. What was next? Right. So we install the plugins, everything is done. For the SonarQube, I am not going to installing any SonarQube application in the EC2 instance. I am just running the Docker container. See, usually everybody doing like this. Docker showing the console only. Docker run, and usually everybody do like this. Don't do like this. Just attach the volume and save your SonarQube data. Okay. Same thing. Just I added these three lines. These three lines just added because to save my data. Okay. Hit enter. Done. Docker images. The data of the SonarQube image is 600 MB, almost 600 MB. And let's try to access it. Sonar. Sorry, what was the IP? 9000. Yeah, we can able to access the SonarQube also. And we have to do some configuration for this security key and app key, everything. I will show Jenkins files also. So it's taking long time. Okay, no worries. See, earlier we getting the no data, not available like this. Okay, now we are fetching the 493 MBs memory is using, and CPU utilization is 0.260 like that, and executor. See, because of we install the Prometheus matrix plugin. If you not install, you can't able to monitor your that is Jenkins. Okay, previously we were getting the error message. Now we can able to fetch the matrix data, right? Yeah, now we don't need this Grafana right now. Just I'm closing it. The username of the SonarQube is admin, and the same admin the password also. For my easy purpose, I am going to give the new password as a 1 2 3. Yeah, we done. If you guys get tired, take a break. Okay, actually I am also got tired. I will take all the credentials and I will stop the video for 10 minutes. I will come back. Okay, you guys also take. Video will continue, but I will take the break in middle. Just copy it and paste it here. This one we don't need. Secret text. Move on to your Gmail. First step, we have to take the app password. This is the Gmail, and in the right side click on the manage your Google account. In the search Google account, type the app password. It will appear. Click on this one. It's asking password. I am also don't know. I'm going to pause the video for the security purpose. For my security purpose, I just pause the video. In the app name, type Jenkins. Click on the create. Here you will get the one of the password. Just copy and paste it here. Okay, so otherwise I will paste it here. You guys understand. Okay, what was the username? Once you click on the close, you will never get the password again. You have to create once again one more. That's why the Gmail is your mail ID, and we done the first step. And this, remove these spaces. What you got the Gmail password, remove the spaces. Okay, and SonarQube, you have to take this SonarQube token. Yeah, it's recording. This one is done. Move on to the SonarQube. Here click on the administration. Okay, sorry. Click on the securities, and at the securities click on the users. In the users you will get administrator. Click this update tokens. In this section click this update tokens. Give the name as a Jenkins and click on the generate. You will get one of the token. Copy it and paste it here. This is the token. Once you're done, click on the done. So many people here may get confused because they are not going to create the webhook, because when they take on the token they forgetting. That's why once you generate the token, you have to configure the webhooks directly, otherwise you will get a confusion. Jenkins, and the URL is what is the URL? the URL. Where is the, yeah, this is the EC2 instance, public ID, and Jenkins port, and SonarQube webhook. What we'll do, it scans the data and automatically pushing that scanned analysis data to the SonarQube, this application. Okay, and the security is leave it as a blank. Click on the create. Once you're done, click on the create. That's it. Over. We done the taken only, we just taken the tokens, not just configured, we just taken the tokens and done. Next we have to take the secret text from the DockerHub. Sign in. Yeah, security na account setting. Yeah, this one. Okay, once you log on to the DockerHub, here in the profile, click on the account settings. It move on to the next page. Here in the left side you can see the personal access token. I have it already. I'm just creating a new one. Generate new token. Token name is Docker token. Jenkins expiry is 30 days. I'm going to give, and access permission read, write, delete, because we are pushing the data to this my DockerHub account. Okay, that's why I'm giving the full access. Once you're done, just copy what they're given, just copy and paste it where in your notepad. Done. And this is the password. Don't use your personal password, always use this, the token passwords. Okay, we done this also. Close this thing. What is the next? So we have to add these credentials into the Jenkins credentials section. Move on to the, okay, restarted. Admin 1 2 3. Hey, what I given? Done. Click on the manage Jenkins here and move down. Click on the credentials, global, clear global, and here you can see the add credentials. For the Gmail, I am going with the username and username with password. In the username, add your Gmail, okay, and the password is this password, token password. Don't your personal passwords, use always the token passwords. In the ID, give this mail cred. Why means I will show in a short time. Okay, done. In the ID, give the mail cred. Click on the create. Done. One credential is added, and one more is SonarQube. Select the secret text. Copy this Sonar token and paste the secret. ID, give this Sonar token. Description also same. And one more credentials, secret text. name is docker cred. Why means I will show you right now. First clone it, clone the repo, first clone the repo. Repo is cloned. Right, we have everything. And move here. Why I given means sonar token. Here the name is sonar token, that's why in the credentials I given this sonar token. And one more, docker cred. See, I gave on the docker cred here and passing this variable to the docker password. The command is automatically is executing in the terminal console without your adding the passwords. Okay, that's why I am giving the docker cred. If you give on the docker or something docker token, it may not work. If it will work, you have to change it in the Jenkins file. Okay, we almost completed the off journey. Still have, wait. Now come back to the Jenkins pipeline. See, we have a tools JDK 17 and node 16 name. The same you have to configure. Where? Come to the manage here. Otherwise you getting a confusion means go to this setting icon and click on the manage, where it is the manage systems, tools, sorry, tools. Yeah, JDK. In the tool section, see, in the tool section, here in the first option, JDK installation, click on add and JDK 17. Make sure what you have defined in the pipeline, you have to give the same name, otherwise it will not going to work. I am installing this from the adoptum.net and I am installing the 17. Once it done, okay, now what we have to do, we have to set up the sonar scanner. This is the sonar scanner, and in the file, see, the environment I set at this sonar scanner, that's why I am giving the same name, sonar scanner installation. See, sonar scanner, don't use this ms build, use the sonar scanner installation. And go with the default one, latest one, go with the latest one, done. And node, where it is node, and the next step is node name. What is the name? Node 16, node 16. This is also for node 16 we have to select the proper version because the application is will work on the node 16, that's why. Yeah, done. And dependency check, dependency check, DP check, I gave on the DP check in the pipeline. See, for the dependency for the OWASP I gave on the DP check, that's why you have to give the same name. Install automatically from the GitHub See, from the GitHub. Select the default latest one. Done. Now the Docker installation, add Docker. Name is, what is the name? Name is Docker. Okay, I'm going to give a name Docker, and installation automatically from the docker.com is going to install the latest one. Once everything is done, we done the Docker and dependency check configured, Node.js configured, Sonar scanner in the Sonar installation, not a MS build, and JDK also we done. Yeah, apply and save. Come back here, and now we have to set up the Sonar server in the system. Here in the first option, select the system. We configure it to first we configure the plugins, and next the tools, now the system. Come the backwards like this, plugin, tools, system, like this. Now move on to the Sonar server, Sonar installation. Yeah, this one. You will get like this, SonarQube servers. Here select the add SonarQube. In the name I am going to give the Sonar server. Why I am giving in the pipeline, see here, SonarQube analysis I given the Sonar server. If you gave one like this one, it will not going to work. That's why make sure what giving in the pipeline, the same name you have to should give in the tools and system configuration and credentials, everything. Okay, now the default host, what was the SonarQube IP, this one. Copy from here and move on to Jenkins, paste it. Make sure delete the slash. And the server authentication token, we done the credentials added previously in the few minutes back, right? So select Sonar token. Done. We done this one. Prometheus is have, okay, don't touch that one. What the next we done this also, SMTP. Okay, extended email notification. See, extended email notification in the SMTP. I am configuring the Gmail, just select it and paste it in the SMTP 465, and credentials, what we added in the credentials, just select. Okay, here select only use SSL, don't select this one auth 2.0, just select the use SSL. Okay, if you select that one, you will not get a mail. That's why select only SSL. Otherwise you can also select this TLS, just select one. And the default user is, there it is, yeah, default user interface here, done. And in the come to the last smtp.gmail.com. in the last section you will see the email notification. In the default also same, gmail.com @ click on the advanced, use SMTP also. Name is, enter your name, Gmail name. What was the password? Password is nothing but your generated token, app token password. Paste it here. Here use the TLS. SMTP port is 587. You can use 465 also. I'm going with the 587. And replace the same email ID I'm going to give. Once you're done, click on the test configuration. Email recipient, I'm going to give the myself same. Click on the test configuration. See, email was successfully sent. Check the email. I got an email from the Jenkins, right? See, what I am doing from the starting from now, almost we spend the 1 hour continuously. We not even taken a 1 minute break also. We got a setup successfully and we can able to access everything. Why means you have to work out hard. Okay, you have to think how this will connect and how this is working. Then we now everything is done. Now see the configuration pipeline of the Jenkins. Okay, now the configuration of the Jenkins and connection between the SonarQube, plugins, credentials, tools, systems, everything we set it as per the diagram. As per the diagram, we done from step by step. NPM also everything is done. Trivy also installed. But now the task is we have to add the project to the Jenkins, right? Come back here, go to the dashboard. Once you're done, click on the save. Don't forget to save, otherwise you will get again you have to do it. Make sure click on the save. Okay, click on the create a job. In the dashboard will get create a job. Okay, Amazon project. I'm selecting the pipeline. Okay, click on the OK. Now here I'm selecting the, I'm not going to pasting declarative pipelines here. Why means I have frequently changing the pipeline scripts. That's why I'm getting irritations, right? That's why I'm selecting the SCM. In the SCM, I'm selecting the Git URL. What is the Git URL? Just fork this one. Okay, and fork it and keep it in your repo. Credentials, because I'm not going to give this credential because this is a public repo. That's why I'm not added the credentials. And the branch is main. Why means I'm executing this project in the main branch. I don't have any another branch. That's why I'm selecting the main branch. Okay. What was the script path? The script path is Jenkins file. What is? It is here in the Jenkins file. Done. Once it's done, click on the save. Now configuration, everything is ready. Now we will get a one error. When we will get error means, I said in the previously we have to perform this command, right? Still not we did not execute its command, and let's see how much space we consumed from starting of the project and now. After installation everything, now see we consumed 5 GB of the data, not data, internet data. We almost occupied the data in the EBS volume. Okay, this thing you have to observe it when you are working in the production. Then click on the build now. And one more thing I am going to say, in this part, OWASP part, it may take up to 30 to 40 minutes. Why means going to downloading all the parts packages is going to download from their website. That's why we are getting the too much of time delay, and that time you guys take a break. Okay, successfully done is going on installing. If you need some what is going on this build, you can click on that one icon. and you will see what are the things is going on here. Yeah, is cleaned up, and git checkout is also done. Is going to perform the SonarQube analysis. Let's see, is the report is getting or what. See, automatically I am getting the report from the Jenkins files. I'm not doing any manual thing. The SonarQube going to analyze everything, the security hotspots and code smells, vulnerabilities and duplications of your code, like that. See, within the first configuration we are not failed in any stage. Okay, on the first build it may take too much of time. See, now the OWASP FS scan is performing, is taking too much long time. Why means, see, is going to downloading something. I will show. NVD API has 3 lakh some 6,000 records in their repository. That's why it's taking too much of long time. So take a break, have a lunch, and come back when this is done. Now I am going to pause the record video. I will come back once it's done. Okay, after the short break I come back. See, it taken almost 30 minutes. What is happening here means, see, it downloading the all the records. That's why it's taking long time. Okay, now we got an error. Why? While building the image. Let's see what the error we are getting. Error permission denied while trying to connect the Docker daemon socket, and connection permission denied. Why we are getting this one, this message? Why means, in the starting I said we have a connection between this command to the Jenkins be performed, right, for the user, like this. See, we executed this command for the users to execute the Docker commands in the terminal console, but we are not added the Jenkins user to the Docker group. That's why Jenkins can't able to build the images or execute the images or containers, like that. So we have to add the Jenkins to the Docker group. Okay, and once you're done, just restart the Jenkins, because it will get effect. If you're not going to restart the Jenkins, again you will get a permission denied message. Okay, done. Now you can see we also got a post action declarative email notification. Come back to your Gmail account. Here in your case the notification will appear in the main inbox only. In my case I just filtered it out for the Amazon this text now. That's why it's get filtered and come back to this label. That's why. And you can see this is a Jenkins Amazon CI/CD pipeline status, and the project name what I gave in the Jenkins is going to show, and build number. Observe this build number and the failure. Why it is success or failure or manually aborted, like that. And who started? Harish. And me, my user is started this build, and you can go with this link. It will redirect to the Jenkins portal, and you can observe we have a 30 MB of Dependency-Check report and Trivy file scan. See, we got attachments also, we got the status also, everything. Let's see what will happen. Yeah, is restarted. Check the status. See, first observe what will happening in inside. Don't blindly copy paste all the commands, just observe. Okay, let's get build now once again. Now it will take, okay, failed to build schedule, reload the page, reload, Arish. Build now. Okay, it takes almost 10 minutes to again to complete this stage. Okay, now move on to next step. What is the next step? Yeah, now see the configuration pipeline of the Jenkins. After we are going to setting up the K8s cluster. Okay, now first I'm going to explore the Jenkins first. What is the inside we done? As of now, we know the tools and we know the Sonar scanner we done in the tools also, tool sections, and cleaning up the space, workspace, and checking out, pulling the data from the GitHub and scanning the codes and sending the report to the SonarQube and installing the dependencies. Once the installation dependency was done, the OS going to scan all these things and creating the dependency check report XML file, and we got an email with the attachment, and is the file scan is going to perform with the Trivy. Once everything is done, is now going to build the image. Here what I have given, the image is my username. In your case, just type your Docker username here. See, go to the DockerHub. What your name you have, you just copy paste it. Don't give my name. Okay, you just give your Docker ID name. And you observe here in my repository, I don't have any Amazon. Is Amazon Prime is there, but this is not a Amazon project. This is a different project. See, I don't have any Amazon project, and here automatically going to giving a build number as per the build ID is going to define and give the build number to the Docker image. Once it done, is going to log in inside the terminal. The Jenkins have a permission. We gave a permission with the help of Docker C credentials. Do you remember in the previously we done a configuration and added the Docker token into the credentials, right? So that going to perform here. Once it done, the environmental image tag, where it is environmental image tag, yeah, it takes from here and give the name, and with the build number is going to create it. Once it done, every build number is going to push to your DockerHub. See, every time is going to again creating the latest one and pushing to the DockerHub. This is the stage. Once the image is builded and pushed, is going to scan your Docker images, everything. Is there any critical or high or anything vulnerability is found, it's going to show the report, and we are going to accessing this Amazon website through the inside of the EC2 terminal, not the K8s. We are just experimenting and seeing whether is the application is working or not with the help of Docker run command and in the AT port. Okay, actually this is with the build number we are going to test. If in case the previous Docker image or Docker container is running, what we'll do is going to delete it first. The Amazon name, the container name, first it will going to delete it. Afterwards again is going to run the container with the new build number ID. Okay, once it done, here you have to give your email ID, not my mail ID. Okay, you have to mention and replace your email ID. Keep in mind. You explore it later what we have done in this support script. And one more thing I'm going to say, go with my website here. This is my personal website, arishianshetty.github.io. In this website, you can see in the left panel, left side, projects card is there. Click on it. Here you can see the number of projects is available. Right now I have only 6 projects is in this section. I mean in all the section. You can filter it out. When I filter it out, I have 5 projects in the AWS projects. When you click on the DevSecOps, right now I am doing the DevSecOps project. I'm going to upload it in the next day. And this is the Kubernetes. If you did not know how to configure the GitOps and how the Helm to install in the K8s and how to access your deployed application via the Route 53 and the domain ACM, everything, you can easily learn from clicking over here, and given the GitHub link also, you can experiment or testing your test with this video. Okay, this is the channel, this is the ID. Just enter arishianshetty.github.io. okay, move on to the here. See, now the OWASP file scan is completed with the 3 minutes. Why? Means it downloads all the records and save it in your local machine. Now it's 3 minutes. I know it with this build, in the first build is going to deploy it without any failure. I know it, but for learning purpose, I intentionally did not run this command. But why? Means you guys should know what is happening inside in the Jenkins. Okay, let's see what will happening. And one more thing, just come in the Docker file. Here in the Docker file, you observe I'm not in the using the single stage, I am using the dual stage. See, I'm using the dual stage as a build. I am using the node, and everything is done, is going to copying to the next Alpine, Nginx Alpine, and hosting it 8.0. If you done with the single Docker image, what will going to do? Docker stage, it may your Docker image going up to 1.25 GB, almost 1 GB. If you done with the multi-stage build, is going to up to 60 MB, not GB, 60 MB or 50 MB almost. I will show within a second after this build. Yeah, you can see the build was successfully done and pushed to the DockerHub. Let's cross check it in the DockerHub. Yeah, you can see the Amazon image is successfully pushed from your EC2 instance to the DockerHub. Less than a minute. Click on this option. Here you can see we have the latest and the build 2. Why? Means in the build 1 section it just failed. That's why with the build number is going to push it here and is going to deploy the container inside the and is the container also deployed. Shall we access and move over here? Okay, done. Docker, cross check it first. We have an 2, one is SonarQube and one is Amazon. We done nothing. The Jenkins will taken care everything with the pipeline. Let's access this. What is the IP? Take the IP and paste it here. Enter. See, my application is accessing. This is the workflow of the DevSecOps. And one more thing, shall we got an email, right? Once the pipeline is finished, we'll got a email notification. Where it is? Yeah, we got a success email. previously when is failed, you can observe your pipeline failed. We got in a one build number 1 is failed, and the second pipeline is success with attachment of the image scan and the file scan, everything. Okay, dependency also, and you can see the build status success and who are who are performed this build section, everything. You can do like this. And what we will do, the part of this DevSecOps section is over. We are moving on to the next step to configure the EKS. And with the EKS, we will do with the manual deployment also, and we will see how the Argo CD, with the help of the Argo CD, we are also going to deploying the application. Okay, let's move on to the your EC2 instance. Let's first see what the image size is. See, the image size is 57 MB because we use the Docker multi-stage, not this single Docker stage. Okay, that's why use the Docker multi-stage for the building. Okay, now move on to the next topic. Create the EKS cluster and ALB ingress Kubernetes step guide. Install the AWS CLI installation. Go with the official document and see where it is Linux, and this is the command. This is the command. If you already have a installed, you can update it from this link, from this command also. In my case, I am freshly installing now. Actually, I already installed. That's why it's asking again. In your case, it will not going to ask. Yeah, AWS CLI is installed, and move on to the next. We need to install the Kubernetes. For Kubernetes, go with the official document. Once again, I'm saying. Okay, from here to here. Install the kubectl. See, I am pressing the tab is not finishing automatically, so that's why I gave on the another command to fill the gap between the commands. This will fill out. See, notes. The previously it will not going to finish it. Now it's going to finishing it. And we have to install the EKSCTL also. Same way you do. Done. And we need to install the Helm because we need to install the Argo CD, right? To install the Argo CD, we have to install the Helm application. Just copy it and paste it here. Yeah, Helm is installed. Okay, now we are going to configure the AWS CLI configuration. So it's accessing the AWS access key ID. So go to your AWS console and go with the IAM. and go to the users, click on user. Actually go to the in the security credentials here you can see the access key. Create a access key, select the command line interface. Once you select, and check this box. Once you're done, click on the next. It's going to give a description. Create access key. Yeah, here the access key is successfully created, and make sure you download the file first and copy this access key and the secret access key in the notepad. And this is the secret key. Okay, and for the safety purpose I am going to downloading it. Okay, once you download the file, click on the done. Yeah, we have the access key also. Come back here and copy paste the access key. Secret key is asking. Where your cluster is going to create, I'm going to create in the AP South 1 and JSON format. Done. And list the profile. Yeah, my access key and the security is successfully configured in my machine. Now let's move on to the next step. Okay, now we are going to creating the cluster. See, we are going to clear the cluster, and here you just observe here we are creating the cluster with the version of K8s 1.33. Go to the Google here, type K8s release and click on this website. Here you can see the release history. There is number of release histories. So right now currently in the market is going on the 1.31 to 1.33. In the future it may go up to 1.34, 35 like that. While creating the clusters, you just have to replace this version number. Otherwise is going to creating the default. If you need a specific version of the K8s, you have to mention it. Here I'm going to giving a command without node group because I'm only creating the cluster and without the node group. After we are going to add in the cluster for the custom with a T3 medium. Okay, and once it's done, hit enter. It takes up to 10 to 15 minutes, and let's see what is there in the cluster. And make sure you are in the Mumbai region. If you select a North Virginia or somewhere California like that, your EKS cluster won't show. Just refresh it here. There is no cluster. Is going to create the cluster via the console. And one more, follow me on the LinkedIn. Here on the right side you can see the sidebar. Click this LinkedIn. It move on to my profile, LinkedIn profile. You follow me. I will post it regularly. Okay. Here in my post you can see I previously done the Argo GitOps option, GitOps video. You can watch it. You can see all the posts what I done. Yeah, is a cluster is creating with the version of 1.33 and standard support until July 29, 2023. Okay, creating the manual way. This is the command line to creating in automatic way. Now just created the cluster and is in active state. Move on to the compute section. Here we don't have any node groups and the nodes, right? And just copy paste this thing, and it's going to create the EC2 instance with the type of T3 medium, 2 nodes. This may also take up to 5 minutes to create the EC2 instance. Move on to the EC2 dashboard. See, there is only one EC2 instance which we have created, the manual EC2. The node of EC2 instance is created. Let's get check. In the EC2 in dashboard, you can see with the cluster name and the node group name, the 2 EC2 instance is created with the instance type of T3 medium. Okay, and let's check in the EKS console. Refresh here. You can see the node group name, and with the node group name, this is the 2 node group EC2 instance which are added to this node group. Okay, and we are going to updating the kube config in the console. Clear the screen and paste it. Is going to update your kube config. What means this is the cluster name. I'm going to do some operations and actions, so update this cluster with my console, so I can easily execute the commands like kubectl get nodes, see, and kubectl get pods, all namespace. Likewise, that's why we need this command to update the cluster. Okay, this one done, and move on to this OICD provider. This OICD provider, just copy it and paste it here. Why we need this OICD provider? Let's see. Here, associate a IAM OpenID Connect provider with this EKS cluster. This allows to Kubernetes service account securely assume AWS IAM role without needing long living IAM credentials like access key. Okay, it's a prerequisite for enabling the IAM role for service account. That's why we need the OIDC. We done this one also. And one more you keep in mind, while creating the AWS load balancer, see, come here in the EC2 instance, go here in the load balancer, you can see there is no load balancer is running in my region, right? So we given a permission to the EKS service account to the via the OICD. Now we have to create the policy. So policy right now I have it here. I'm going to deleting it. Before deleting it, I will show once again what I'm going to do, and go to this URL link. I will show here one thing. See the version 2.13.3 and the IAM policy. In the future, it may change or update like that. This policy may not work on the future. That's why I'm saying always go with the official document. Right now is working. Actually, this is the current version. It what I have in my repo. So don't need to worry about this command. It throws an error maybe. As expected, you can see duplicate name are not allowed. Why means this action I already done in my account. Go to the policies here in the IAM, and this name AWS load balancer control IAM policy. In your case, it will not appear. My case is going to appear in it. Yeah, the policy is deleted. Now again I'm performing the same. See, now the message is getting different, is attach the policy to my service account. Okay, done. Now move on to the service account. Here we attaching the policy to the the K8s service account. Just copy it and paste it in the notepad. Here you have to keep in mind, you have to enter your account ID. You have to replace this one. Go to your AWS console and copy this account ID. Okay, copy and replace. That's it. And just copy it and come back to the console. Just hit enter. Let's try to refresh in the load balancer section. Is not right. And for the load balancer, we have to install the EKS chart. So we need to install the Helm, right? Helm also installed in the previously. Okay, whatever the console is done, and just copy it and paste it in the console. Happy Helming is updated completely. Now I will show one more thing. When you download this thing, the load balancer, first keep in mind, just copy and paste it here. You will see number of AWS load balancer chart version here. Always go with the previous version, go with the latest version, because it sometimes is going to break your load balancer. For the use case, I am going with the 1.13.3. okay, in the command also I given the same version, but in the future go with your customized versions with the help of this command. Now just perform this command. Yeah, is successfully deployed. Helm list A. See, is deployment is working, the pods are working with the version of 1.33 in the namespace of Cube system. Now move on to the next and check whether is the deployment are working or not. Yeah, the both deployments of 2x2 is working. Make sure it should work. If you got a 0 here, you will not get ALB. And let's now we done, right? Let's clone the repo. What is where am I in? I'm in the home directory. Okay, what is there something? Okay, just clone it and move on to the project folder. Yeah, we have everything, and what done here for the who don't have the ACM certificate. This, see, in the load balancer is not created till now because we just deployed the load balancer and not integrated any deployment application. Okay, and one more thing, this folder now I'm just created for the who don't have the ARN certificate key, where it is certificate manager. If you type the ACM, this is the certificate manager, you click on this, you will get this link. Who don't have a ACM certificate, don't worry, just execute this 80 script. There it is. Yeah, this script, it will going to deploy your application without the ACM certificate with the port 80 with the help of the ingress load ALB load balancer. See, with the help of the load balancer you can able to access it. Let's get into the folder 80. Who don't have the ACM certificate, I'm recommending just do this thing. If you like to configure the Route 53, here see Route 53 with the HTTPS, you have to create the ACM and create the host zone in the Route 53. Okay, that's why I'm saying just execute this command. I have only one kubectl. 1 minute. Just update the namespace. Namespace is not now, right now don't have. Kubectl get namespace. See what was the namespace here? I given Amazon NS. The namespace is not here. Apply the deployment. Yeah, now deployment is done and the namespace is also created, and just update the command here. See, I modified it. Kubectl get pods. Watch it. Yeah, the application is up and running. And one more thing we have to observe here, go with the load balancer. See, just is created with the help of ingress, is only have the 80 port and accessing here. Why means it should come provision state to active state and go to the target group. In the target group it should come to the healthy. Okay, it should not go to the here or unused or unhealthy. It should come to the healthy state. I will show in afterwards when is ALB is came to active. And if you don't know how to create the certificate means, I will show afterwards. Just wait a minute. So I will take a one small pause. Yeah, now it came into the active state and you can look out in the target group. Where it is, it came into the healthy state. Okay, it should come in the healthy state. And more here, copy the load balancer URL, DNS name, and paste it. See, we can able to access the application via the load balancer. Here this is not a HTTPS, we just accessing this via HTTP. Okay, let's try to change this image name. Is that going to deploying automatically? Let's just test. Move to your console and nano deployment. Here I have one more Docker image to test. It will work maybe. See, in the deployment section is configured. Everything is unchanged. Only I change the image. So kubectl get pods is creating. Okay, let's try to refresh. See, With the same ingress load balancer, I can able to switch the deployments. I will repeat back. This is the original one. You can do like this experiment. Apply. Done. Refresh. Yeah, we got a name back of original application. So this is the video from GitHub Jenkins to this all security measures implementation, email notification and everything. And one more step we missed here, the monitoring, right? So for monitoring, we done this one. Shall we delete this one? Okay, delete, otherwise keep it. We will see afterwards. If you tired up here, just delete the cluster and end up this video. Okay, if you're not tired, and move on with me. Copy this. Why I am doing this Prometheus? In the starting self I said now we have to monitor through the Prometheus through the EKS. In the as per the diagram, we are going to monitoring the EKS. Okay, and execute the command in the console. Actually the name is already exist. I am already done this thing. That's why in your case it will get indifferent. Just copy it, this copy, and move on to the console. Cd sudo nano etc Prometheus and Prometheus. Go to the bottom and paste it. And in the node IP, what you should have to paste here, go to your EC2 dashboard instance. Here select one of the instance, you will get the public IP, right? See, this is the public IP. Just get it and paste it here, save and exit, and check whether is your ML is good to success. Success, the ML is syntax is fine, and I'm going to restarting it. Restart was done. Let's try to refresh in the Prometheus. We just restarted, right? Wait for a moment. See, the K8s is getting a issue. Why? Why means we are not added the 9100 node port in the incoming bond. Go to the security. In the security, click on the security group. You select this cluster node, not your manual created node. Just select one of the cluster node and click on the security groups. Here, come to here, click on the edit import rules and add rule in the custom 9100. See this one, 9100. I'm going to give everyone and click on the save. Once it's done, move to the Prometheus, refresh. Yeah, it's crafting the data from K8s. It came to the up state. See, and click this one. We successfully scrapping the data. Let's after that, what we have to do, we have to see in the Grafana, right? What was the Grafana port? 3000. What happened to Grafana? Sorry, the IP was I done correctly now. Oh, okay. The IP was this one is a node IP, right? Cluster node IP. Sorry. My bad. Yeah, come to the dashboard here. We have the two node exporter and the Jenkins. Go to the Google and type Grafana dashboard for the AWS EKS. Here select this one, Kubernetes EKS cluster, Prometheus, this Prometheus, and copy ID to clipboard. Come back to the Grafana, new, import, and paste it here. Load. Done. Select it default one and import. See, you can see all the details. The required details is not have right now, that's why it's showing the less. It will come afterwards. Currently we are getting the cluster disk usage and cluster disk capacity. Okay, then we done this one also, and we are moving forward to the next step, advanced level GitOps with the Argo CD deploying automatically. Okay, and before installing this Argo CD, let's delete this one. What created http lb kubectl not cd amazon K8s 80 kubectl delete. Yes, you observe one thing here in the load balancer. I'm not don't do anything manually in this load balancer. Otherwise you have to, if you done manually, you have to check once again about the elastic IP and target group like that. Don't do manually. Everything do in the command. See, the ingress is deleted and load balancer may be deleted. Yeah, it's deleted. Let's cross check it. Yeah, is no node balancer in the target group also. We don't have any target group. Okay, move on to the next. Install this Helm. Done. What next? Create the namespace for the Argo CD. Namespace was created. kubectl get namespace. Argo CD namespace was created, and install the Argo CD. While doing the Argo CD, do in the step by step. Don't just copy in the bulky. Okay, just copy paste one by one. Don't do copy and paste all the commands at a time. Yeah, the Helm is successfully deployed. You will see the message you will get like this. The last deployed and Sunday 24, like this message you will get. And let's get verify. Copy this and just verify the Argo CD. You can see everything is up and running. The Argo CD application controller and Redis server, Argo CD server. Via this we are going to accessing the ALB. Okay, and for exposing this Argo CD server, see here, we created this K8s ingress ALB and we destroyed also, right? So there is no ALB for here. What we going to do now is going to patching the Argo CD service. This Argo CD service, see once, I will show you once again. This deployment is going to patching it. Now they are using the cluster IP. It's going to patch to the load balancer. Now get kubectl get service name of the Argo CD. Yeah, we got an external link of the Argo CD. You can see, you can also get this from the console also. You can cross verify it of the DNS A036CE, and you can see A036CE. You should come to the active state. Status is 02 of 0 instance. Okay, copy and it's taking time. We have to wait for some time. Now the Argo CD is successfully done. Click on the advanced, click on the proceed here. Now you can see the login page of the Argo CD. The username is admin. For the password we have to get this, take this command. You can also get the load balancer via using this JQ and this command. You will get a load balancer. We seen it already. Just for the password, just copy this one and paste it here. Here you can see the password. Just copy from 3 to here. Don't copy the Ubuntu. Okay, don't copy the Ubuntu and paste it here. Done. And click on the user info, update password. On the top you will get current password, paste it, and new password is, I'm going to give ABCD at 123. Password was successfully changed. Done. Yeah, now again you have to log in it. We done, right? Let's move on to the next step. Done. Did it EK/? No, don't do that. We have one more. Here in this the deployment is same, but the required changes is there. From namespace, deployment, and the service, everything is same, but the change is we are redirecting the application from 80 to 443 with ACM certification. Here you can see the annotation. With this we are going to add it. See, here I am saying don't just blindly deploy this application because it won't work. Why means this certificate is owned only for my domain. Okay, I will show here. First you have to purchase the domain. Go to my website here. Here you can't purchase the domain, just I am saying what to do. And here click on the AWS projects here. Here you can see the how to configure ACM in North Virginia. The first if you configure the CloudFront, you have to create the ACM in the North Virginia east one. Otherwise there is another video how to configure ACM in the AP South one. You follow this step, create the ACM and create the Route 53. If you have a domain in the AWS itself, you just create the hosted zone, and if you have a domain in the another domain purchase providers, and I just purchased the domain in the GoDaddy, that's why I routed these name servers to the Route 53. You just go through with the Mumbai video. If you click on the image, you will get the YouTube icon here. If you click on this icon, it will redirect to the page. Okay, because I will show you here means it may take another 20-30 minutes. It will going to wasting my time, and it time consuming also, that's why. Now let's see there is any services are running. kubectl get service all namespace, otherwise ingress. No ingress is working, only one ALB is running for the Argo CD, right? Now for the certificate, go to your ACM here. What I said in the previously, who don't have a domain, don't do this step. Okay, you in the 5 minutes back what I told, that is enough for to watch. If you need the knowledge means you can see it. Go to the certificate here and click on the request, and you will show like this request a public certificate. Next, here give your domain what have in the Route 53, what you configured in the Route 53, give the same domain name. Click on the hosted zone here. And here you can see my domain is arishetty.xyz, and come back to the certificate manager and paste it here. And one more you can see here, add another name to this certificate, paste it, and I'm giving the star dot. Why means this is a subdomain, a wildcard entry. If you in case if you hosting a application like subdomain jenkins.harishetty.xyz or app.dev.sonar. like that, so that's why I'm giving the wildcard entry. I think is done. One more thing, here we can validate the certificate in the two ways. One is DNS validation and email validation. I'm going with the default DNS validation, and once you're done, click on the request. Okay, right now I'm not going to doing it, but I have existing one. I'm not going to do it again because it takes some time to issue the certificate, that's why. Once you click on the certificate here you can see the ARN certificate. Just copy this one, ARN certificate, and replace it here. Don't just blindly push the command. Okay, don't just blindly push the deployment, just see. And here I am giving the domain host name as a amazon.harishetty.xyz. Okay, once you're done, save it and push to the GitHub. ARN ACM key added, git push. Okay, done. We pushed it. Everything is done, and let's move on to the Argo CD section. Here click on the create application. We have only one load balancer. Name is Amazon project name, and you are going to default sync policy. Sync policy is automatic. I will show what will happen in the sync policy. And auto create namespace. Source, what is the source? Source is nothing but your GitHub repo. Copy and paste it here. And here path, what the path you should give here means this path. You can also give this path for the testing purpose, not a testing purpose, for the HTTPS redirecting purpose. We are doing this ops, deploying operations. So you can also perform the AT, not an issue. And keep in mind here in the path give the ./, okay, which means is going to search in the current directory and move on to the next directory. Destination is current and namespace is Amazon NS. Give what the namespace you given, this namespace, give it here, okay. Once everything is done, click on the create. You will get on the top create. See, everything is done automatically. We are done anything manually, right? Cube apply f dot like that. Move on to the load balancer. You can see the load balancer of the name was I given the wrong, not an issue, but it will work. What I given here means, see, the load balancer name wrongly I selected, but in your case I will update here. When you trying, you will get Amazon. That issue, that is my bad, sorry for that. Copy the DNS name and move on here, paste it. Yeah, it came to the active state. Let's refresh the page, click on the advanced, click on the proceed. It's not getting. Why? Let's troubleshoot. Yeah, I got the issue where I did wrong. Here in the host rule, we have to define this, the wildcard. So once you make sure that the indentation should be in the line perfectly. If in case is anybody going to accessing the application via the load balancer, here I am not defining any host name, okay. When you hit on the host name, DNS name, it's going automatically redirecting to this / value. If we are only accessing via this host name, amazon.rishetty.xyz, it only accessing the application. If I am not given this in the load balancer, you will get like this message. Let's update in the GitHub. Okay, git push. Now refresh in the Argo CD, click on the sync, click on the synchronize here, done. Refresh now. Actually it takes some time to redirect. Actually in your case it will work directly. See, now my website is able to access with applying this step. Keep in mind, if you doing the host based routing ingress, you have, if you need to access via the load balancer, you have to queue this step, otherwise you have to define it in the host name in the route 53. Let's move on to the next step. Come to the diagram. We done everything, Helm and deploying via the Argo CD, and we monitor also we done. The last step is we have to do route 53. Move on to the route 53. Host zone. There is no record, right? Click on the create record. In the domain, in the subdomain, what we are going to do, this domain name, copy it, paste it, and make sure you selected the A record and click on the alias here. Choose the endpoint, the application and classic load balancer. Choose region, we hosted in the Mumbai, the cluster, and the load balancer is, make sure what you selecting. This is the Argo CD load balancer. This is the your application load balancer. Okay. Once you're done, click on the create record. Click on the view settings on top. It should come in the in sync, not pending, in sync. Yeah, came to the in sync, and copy paste it in the browser. See, we successfully deployed the Amazon application into the K8s and accessing the application via the domain. See, guys, did you really enjoy this video? Like and subscribe the channel. Okay, and coming up days I am going to add more and more 3-tier projects about the AWS, Kubernetes, like that. You can watch it now. And one more, this is my, where it is, this is my website. You can go here. It's not getting away. Okay. This is my website, @DevOps Harish Shetty. You can see in the playlist number of videos I am going to upload in the future. And one more announcement I am going to show. I am going to do this AWS architecture. You can see the VPC and the public subnet, private subnet, and jump server we are used here, and the NAT gateway, internet gateway, and we installed the Nginx and hosted the website in the private, and we done the target group, and the target group we are going to accessing the website via load balancer, and we doing also the cloud front, route 53 and the domain via accessing the website. This video I am going to maybe posting on the Wednesday. Don't miss out this video. And what are the security measures we have to take for this AWS architecture, and we successfully done the project from end to end, and we are floating on the top. Okay, now let's clean up the resources. If you can watch our discontinue this video, otherwise no need to watch it, because I'm only going to deleting the resources, that's it. Once it done, come here where it is, yeah, this part is will not going to useful for you guys. Just copy it. I'm going to deleting it, this. Yeah, is resource cleaning up cluster. It may take up to 15 minutes, and make sure once you create the certificate, just delete the certificate. Okay, in my case I'm going to do more and more projects, that's why I'm not keeping it as same. And the route 53 also, just clean up the route 53, otherwise you have to pay for the money. And the security you can keep, it will not going to charge. What is very, yeah, this is, you can keep it, that is not necessary. Okay, no problem. And one more, what we have to clean up, go to the Gmail and manage your Google accounts, app, password. Delete the token, app password, they are done. And one more, we have to delete in the Docker, right? Say account settings, personal access token, delete. This one done. And what next? This also done. Access token, we will, after the deletion of the cluster, we will deleting this one. This is done, and this is done. Yeah, everything is done. Let's see how much is space is consumed now. Can see the difference. On the initial stage we have 27 GB. After the installation of the application we have 22. Now we have only 80 GB. Oh, that's it. After this deletion of the cluster, go to the IAM. Users, security credentials, and this one don't do right now, his cluster is deleting now. The cluster is deleted as well as the node, you can see. Cross check it in the console. Instance, yeah, the node group of the instance is terminated. Target group, nothing. Load balancer, nothing. Elastic IP, no. Volumes, actually the 30 GB is manually what we are using right now. And delete the access key now. Deactivate, action, delete. Done. Come back to the console and EC2. Select the manually created EC2. Click on the instance state and select it, terminate, delete state. Terminate. Done. So we cleaned up everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, like and subscribe the channel. Once again, thanks for watching the video.